Hello, grade 9 students. Last time we discussed about the radical expressions, its parts, and how to transform exponential form to radical expression and vice versa. So this time we will learn the different laws of radicals. So if there are laws of exponents, there are also laws of radicals. So the MELC for this topic derives the laws of radicals. And for the learning objectives, number 1, derive the laws of radicals, and number 2, rewrite expressions with rational exponents to radicals. And for number 3, simplify radical expressions using the laws of radicals. First, let us recall the laws of exponents. If a and b are real numbers and m and n are positive integers, then for the product law, okay, we multiply two powers with the same base, just add the exponents. Example, a squared times a cubed is a to the fifth power. Add the exponents and keep the base. Another, y cubed times y to the fourth is y to the seventh power. Another, power of a power, if we raise a power to another power, just multiply the exponents. So the power a raised to m raised to another power n is equal to a raised to mn. Example, a squared cube is a to the sixth power. Multiply the exponents. X squared to the sixth is, alright, medyo mistake tayo dito. It should be 7. Okay, let's continue. Number 2 na tayo, no? So x squared raised to 7th power means we multiply the exponents 2 and 7, so the answer is x to the 14th power. 4 cubed square means 4 to the 6th power, or 4096, right? Next, how about this, number 3, power of a product law. If we are going to raise a product to a power, that means we're going to distribute the exponents m. So ab raised to m means a raised to m, b raised to m. Example, ab raised to the fifth power means a to the fifth, b to the fifth. ab to the third power, or ab, quantity ab cubed means a cube, b cube. Quantity 3c cubed means 3 cube, c cube, or 27c cube. Number 4, power of a quotient law. If we are dividing two powers with the same base, just subtract their exponents. Example, this is power of a quotient pala. Power of a quotient, if we're going to raise a quotient to power, just distribute the exponents. So if we example, a over b raised to m means a raised to m over b raised to m, b not equal to 0. Example, a over b squared means a squared over b squared. Another, w over x cubed means w cubed over x cubed. Another, 5 over 7 squared means 5 squared over 7 squared, or 25 over 49. We have another law here, the quotient law. Okay, if we divide two numbers with the same base, you subtract their exponents. Example, a to the fourth over a cubed means a raised to the first power, or simply a here. Okay, any number or variable raised to 1 is simply the variable. A raised to 1 means equals a. X to the fifth over x squared means subtract exponent x cubed. How about this? 5 to the 7th divided by 5 to the 4th means subtract exponent. 7 minus 4 is 3. 5 cubed is 125. Diba? 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So, yan, review lang tayo sa laws of exponent. Because the laws of exponents are related to the laws of radicals. So we have here now that let a be any real number and n be a positive integer greater than 1. Then a raised to 1 over n is equal to nth root of a. Also, if a raised to m over n, then that's equivalent to nth root of a raised to m, or nth root of a raised to m. Okay, these are now the laws of radicals. Nth root of a raised to n is equal to a. Of course, we have here, if the index is the same as the exponent that we're trying to raise a certain radical, therefore it's equal to the radicand should say. Nth root of a raised to n is equal to a, right? So yun yung shortcut niya. Yan. That means nth root of a raised to n means a raised to 1n over n. Yes. A raised to 1 over n raised to n. So 1 over n times n is n over n. N over n is 1. So a raised to 1 is a. So nth root of a raised to n is equal to a. Sample. Yun. Cube root of 11 raised to 3. So pareho yung index tsaka yung exponent. So simply, the answer is 11. Or we can just cancel 3 and the index. Yeah, we can cancel the 7, the exponent, and the index. So the answer is just simply 10. Remove the radical sign. Fourth root of 5x raised to the 4th power. Okay, cancel the exponent and the radical, the index. So the answer is simply the radicand, which is 5x. Another, fifth root of 2b raised to the 5th power is equal to 2b. Yan. That's the first law of radicals. Yes. Another, cube root of 25 raised to the 3rd power is 25. Fourth root of 7 raised to the 4th power is 7. Fifth root of 10 raised to the 5th power is 10. Yeah, next, another law of radical, the product rule of 4 radicals. For real numbers a and b and any integer n greater than 1, nth root of a times nth root of b is equal to nth root of ab. If n is even, then a and b must be non-negative. Proof, we assume that a and b are 0 or positive constant. So nth root of a times nth root of b means, means a raised to 1 over n times b raised to 1 over n. And since they have the same exponents here, 1 over n, then ab, quantity ab raised to 1 over n, or nth root of, simply nth root of ab. Okay, so nth root of a times nth root of b is equal to nth root of ab. They have the same index, then you multiply the radicand. Yan. Examples. Square root of 5 times square root of 3, they have the same index. They have the same index, which is 2. So we just multiply 5 and 3. 5 times 3 is square root of 15. Yan. Cube root of 10 times cube root of 7, they have the same index. So multiply 10 and 7. Cube root of 70. Fourth root of 20 times fourth root of b, they have the same index, so multiply 20 and b. So fourth root of 20 over b. Yan, pareho lang naman yung CND. Okay, next. For letter E, cube root of 4 times cube root of 11, so they have the same index, multiply the 4 and 11. Cube root of 44. For f, fifth root of 6 times fifth root of 2x, so you just multiply 6 and 2x. Fifth root of 12x. Meron pa, cube root of 3 times cube root of 5y. Then they have the same index, we multiply their radicands. 15y, cube root of 15y is the answer. So note, the radicals must have the same index. Another law of radical is the quotient rule for radicals. For real numbers a and b with b not equal to 0 and n integer n greater than 1, nth root of a over nth root of b is equal to nth root of a over b. So if n is an even integer, a must be non-negative and b must be positive. Proof, we assume that a is 0 or positive and b is positive. So this means, yan, nth root of a is a raised to 1 over n, nth root of b is b raised to 1 over n. They have the same exponent, so that can be written as a over b raised to 1 over n. And transforming this to radical sign, n is the index, so nth root of a over b. Okay, so examples. That's the quotient rule for radicals. Quotient rule. Sample, square root of 21 over square root of 7. Okay, they have the same index, so we just divide. Same index, which is 2, so you just divide 21 and 7, which is 3. Square root of 2, square root of 3. Cube root of 24 divided by cube root of 6, they have the same index, which is 3. Is divide 24 by 6, which is 4. So the answer is cube root of 4. 4th root of 28 all over 4th root of 14 is equal to 4th root of 2. Divide 28 by 14. Letter D, cube root of 50 divided by cube root of 5. Just divide the radicands because they have the same index. 50 divided by 5 is 10, so the answer is cube root of 10. E is, thank you. Letter E, 4th root of 63 divided by 4th root of 9 is equal to, okay, they have the same index, so we just divide 63 by 9, which is 7. The answer is 4th root of 7. And we have letter F, fifth root of 60 divided by fifth root of 10, same index, divide the radicands. Fifth root of 60 over 10 is fifth root of 6. So note the radicals must have the same index. Number 4, another law of radicals. Mth root of the nth root of a is equal to mn square root mn root of a is equal to nth root of mth root of a. So ibig sabihin, the mth root of a is equal to mth root of a raised to 1 over n, and then transforming it to rational expression, rational exponents, that means a raised to 1n raised to 1 over m. Multiply a 1 over n and 1 over m, that means a raised to 1 over mn. So it's equivalent to mn root of a. Example, rewrite cube root of the square root of 3. So rewrite square root 3 to expression with rational exponents. So it's equivalent to cube root of 3 raised to 1 up. Then multiply the exponents. Cube root of 3 raised to 1 half means 3 raised to 1 half raised to 1/3. So multiply 1 half and 1/3, that's equal to 1 over 6. Diba? 3 raised to 1 over 6. And therefore 3 raised to 1 over 6 is 6th root of 3. So the shortcut here is we just multiply their indices, I should say. 3 times 2 is 6. So the answer is 6th root of 3. So this can be written as 6th root of 3. Alright? That's a shortcut. 3 times 2, 6th root of 3. Yun. Multiply natin. 3 times 2, 6th root of 3. Another. Fifth root of the cube root of 10 is, you just multiply the indices. 5 times 3, 15th root of 10 will be the final answer. Diba? That's the shortcut. Okay, I just need you to just write the answer. No need to write the solution here. Next, 4th root of the cube root of 7 means you just multiply their indices. 4 times 3 is 12. So the answer is 12th root of 7. Diba? 12th root of 7. Next, 5th root of the cube root of 3 is 15th root of 3. Okay, square root of the cube root of 5 is 6th root of 5. 3 times 2. Diba? Let's proceed now to exercises. We're now through with discussing the different laws of radicals. So number 1, write the following expressions with rational exponents to radical form. Number 1, cube root of 12. Number 2, square root of 15. Number 3, fifth root of x. Number 4, 2 times the 4th root of a. And number 5, 4th root of 2a. Rewrite the following radicals to expressions with rational exponents. Number 1, 3x raised to 1/3. Quantity 3x raised to 1/3. Number 2, quantity 2ab raised to 1/4. Number 3, 10a raised to 3 over 7. Number 5, quantity 5ab raised to 2/5. And number 4 yun. Number 5 to. Okay, 8x cubed, quantity 8x cubed y cubed raised to 5/6. Exponent 5 over 6. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned a lot with different laws of radicals. Okay. Goodbye.